Hey folks, John Havlicek here with another edition of Common Grounds. Today I think our common ground is going to be, it drives me nuts, and I bet it does you too, when people play games. They play games with issues that matter, and we don't even know they're playing a game with us. And we get screwed because of it. I hate it when people do that. Okay? So today, it's the U.S. Postal Service. So the current Postmaster General, David Steiner, probably never heard of the guy. The previous guy, Louis DeJoy, probably never heard of him either, although he was a little more controversial. Both appointed by President Trump, and both their qualifications are that they are friends with the administration. That's their qualifications. They have cut U.S. Postal Service budgets, cut services, cut staffing, etc., etc., etc. Okay? Here's the game they're playing. Well, you know that little postmark that you see on an envelope? Not the, the stamp you get, but the chunk chunk, the machine thing. The postmark. Well, some things rely on postmarks. For example, if you file your taxes, paper copy, they have to be postmarked by tax day, or they're considered late. Even if it takes them, a few days or a week to get there. As long as you've got it postmarked by tax day, you're okay. In elections, in Wisconsin, the ballot has to be received by election day. But 14 states in our country say as long as it's postmarked by election day, you're okay. And we'll count it. Well, here's the problem. Most mail is collected at your local post office, and then it goes to a regional processing center, and that's where it gets the postmark. Because they're reducing services, reducing hours, reducing staffing, whatever, that's not going to happen every day anymore. That might take 2-3 days, even longer. So you might drop your ballot off, because this is why this really concerns me. You drop your ballot off on Monday, the day before the election, maybe even Friday or Saturday, a few days in advance. But it goes to that regional center, and it doesn't go the same day. It takes a couple of days. And then there, it may not get postmarked until Wednesday, the day after the election. In Wisconsin, that already would have been a problem, right? Already. But in 14 states, that has now invalidated your ballot. When previously it would have been postmarked to the same day and you were good to go. Right? So this is playing games. And they know this, right? Because you can do the Google search just as easily as I can. Democrats tend to vote absentee more than Republicans. But that's going to sweep up a bunch of Republican ballots too. And they won't be counted. So they're playing a game with your ballot and mine. And you got to call your representative, call your state senator, and tell them to knock it off. I think that's our common ground today, folks. All right, have a good one.